नागणी वर्गी टंग चलाउंदी फिरदी आ बेलियो कुड़ी नागणी वर्गी टंग चलाउंदी फिरदी आ नागणी वर्गी टंग चलाउंदी फिरदी आ बेलियो कुड़ी नागणी वर्गी टंग चलाउंदी फिरदी आ पुरे दा चली पट्टो पिछे बन गया वैली ओए मनजीत पुरे दा चली ओदे पिछे बन गया वैली ओ होर सताउंदी फिरदी आ कुड़ी नागणी वर्गी टंग चलाउंदी फिरदी आ आलियो कुड़ी नागणी वर्गी टंग चलाउंदी फिरदी आ
Hey people, what's poppin'? You're tuned into the mixtape right now with your girl Amy. You know you don't want to be moving for the next 30 minutes. Now, on this week's show, I'm kind of proud to be sitting here right now because he hails from my hometown, Coventry. It's Punjabi MC.
How you doing, Amy?
Okay, welcome to Mixtape.
Yeah, it's good to be in with my homie from Coventry.
Of course, we
Yeah.
rolled, Midlands people.
That's right. Coventry's, you know, we were going to put that place up in the map.
I think you kind of have put it on the map.
Well, it was there before, specials, and but it was a bit small for the Asians. So yeah, bigging up Coventry, Amy in the house.
Mixtape. So what have you been up to lately?
I've been working on a new album. I've been working on my app, the iThumbi, which I've been promoting, and got my new album coming out, doing the video, doing a few things.
So when will you be dropping your album?
It's going to be coming out soon, in about a couple of months, mid-September. Going for like a worldwide global release. So I got the single coming out in about 3 weeks, and that's featuring Lembud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's big, playing it at the shows. And other tracks, some of the tracks have been bootlegged, copied.
Do you have a name for your album yet?
I've got a name, but I can't tell you the name at the moment.
Okay, are you keeping it a secret until it gets closer to September and then you're just going to drop it hard?
That's right, that's right. That's how
You're just going to give us a big shocker, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's go back to how you got your name.
Okay.
Punjabi MC.
Yeah.
So tell us the story.
The story is, I started rapping, MCing when I was a bit younger. In those days, there wasn't any like Asian guys rapping, apart from Apache Indian, you know, who's on the reggae side, but we were quite rare. And, you know, people started calling me like the Indian MC, you know, and I had a few names like, you know, Quantize was one of my names. I used to say, my name's Quantize. And they used to just say, yeah, there's that Indian MC, what's your name again, you know? So at one time, you know, I started calling myself Indian MC, but, and then like basically I realised Indian's not a language,
yeah.
You know, so I used to drop it Punjabi in my raps and stuff. So I said to guys, you know, man's like, you know, my name's Punjabi MC. So
kind of has a nice ring to
yeah,
it, doesn't
it had
it?
a nice ring, and then people remembered it like, yeah, it's Punjabi MC. So next time I saw people, they were calling me Punjabi MC, so the name came from there basically.
And back to when you started, you know, when you kind of go and do something different, isn't it risky? Kind of, is it a good feeling that you're doing something different, but then kind of like not that what's out there at the moment?
Yeah.
But how do you go about doing that?
Well, I mean, I think, you know, I had a good mentor when I was younger, like Pete. Pete was my good mentor. But I think you have to do something different. We all thrive to be different. You know, we always want to be different.
It's good to be different, right?
Nobody wants to be the same as everyone else, you know. So, anyway, yeah, I just started rapping. That was my thing. I was into James Brown, and like Pete told me that, you know what, do something different. Don't do the same thing, you know, as everyone else. So I started doing like a bit of Punjabi rap and stuff like that. You know.
And what kind of like feedback were you getting from people?
Well, people didn't really like it because I used to be on, you know, like doing rapping on Bhangra dance floors, you know, and I used to have like a bit of Marnik scratched in there, you know, and a bit of hook from Marnik and Shanda.
But why didn't they like it?
Because they loved the beat, they loved the Marnik on there. But as soon as I started rapping, they were like, look, you know, you're feeling this, you know, dance floors, people walking off and stuff. So I used to get a few bands approaching me at that time, saying, can you produce us? You know, you got good sound and stuff. Natural Records approached me at that time. And then, yeah, I mean, so I got more into the production side of things because of that. But, I mean, I always wanted to carry on with my rapping. Like Mirzar Part 2, to me, was like the first track where I rapped on it, and basically, like the Bhangra dance floor loved it. You know, they were rapping the rap. And that was the first time I'd seen, basically, man's, you know, dancing to rap, you know, on a
stand up and pay attention.
Yeah.
You were kind of saying about the industry flopping, when the whole kind of flopping in the sense of.
I got a bit carried away.
But in the sense of putting Bhangra music across, like getting it across to like the urban scene, or getting more people involved.
There's no label in Bhangra that really is playing, you know, a professional game. Really, it never has been. You know, in the past, to be absolutely honest, labels did try, and they were a lot more, I would say, you know, serious about stuff. But in those days, I'm talking about the 80s and 90s, you know, them days. I wasn't there, but I'm just saying, you know, from what people tell me, that they were, you know, that they really didn't expect it to go mainstream or anything like that. But for them community they were a lot more serious. Whereas, like, you know, then came the kind of more money grabbing labels, and you know, I ain't saying any names now, but and then, you know,
you can if you want to.
Well, no, there's no point saying any names, because, like I say, I'm talking about the industry. So, you know, it's like labels. I mean, I'll give you an example for what I'm saying is that, and then we can stop talking about it, because it's probably getting on.
We'll move on.
But it's like the hip hop industry. Obviously, hip hop music started in the 80s, you know, early 80s, 1979 or whatever, when I bought my first dummy, and. Sorry, I'm not very good at lying. But yeah, so anyway, I mean, look at the hip hop industry now, because that's the same time the Bhangra industry started, you know, LARP and all that. And look at the hip hop industry now. So that's the work of labels like Def Jam and, you know, Rockefeller, for example, you know, other labels, many labels that have gone out there and like believed in the music so much and took it worldwide. And now it's like the biggest music in the world. Whereas Bhangra, obviously it hasn't happened, has it? So I'm blaming the labels. So yeah, we can move on.
Yeah, but I guess the belief isn't there from the labels, so.
Definitely, because I mean, when I rolled up to my first label, Natural Records, you know, I'm a rapper, you know, them guys said to me, you know, your rapping's not going to go down, you know, do Bhangra. So my first album was called Sold Out, you know, and then the second album was called Another Sellout, you know. But you know, it's all good, because it's like.
Is this the whole, like, you've got your own record label now, right? Your PMC Records?
I've got my own label now, PMC Records, yeah.
So is this, like, why you would go and set up your own record label? Because you're not kind of getting it from the other labels out there?
Yeah, I guess so. But right, I mean, the thing is that when you say the other labels out there, I mean, we are, dealing with, like, Universal Records and stuff like that. And the other independents that might be in between you and their distributors at Universal, there's kind of no point going there now. That's how it is, you know. You know, when it comes to, like, for example, marketing and selling your stuff in Europe, Russia, India or America and places like that, I'm not there. So it'd be difficult for me to have a record label.
Yeah, of course.
I'm running it in America, you know. So obviously my record label is distributed by a major label, but I'm still the person that's controlling, you know, what's going on with that and trying to market it in the kind of right way.
Okay, there we're just going to take a break. So we'll see you guys on the other side.